Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live from the Workers' Rights Network. Now, this morning, we are going to join live with the Ground Report. We are going to join live with the Ground Report this morning and pitch the signal even further. So you, the loyal listeners to the Ground Report, could be able to see the show broadcast here on the Workers' Rights Network as well. So just last night, we would have been doing our broadcast here, Advocates for Justice. It's a broadcast that will be broadcasting from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And we are heading out live right now to the Ground Report platform. There are numbers to call. You're going to see the host there is Andy Williams. And we are going live now.
They know that they're being affected and no police are holding them so they're doing it at will. And Kate Rowley and them, they realize that there's a bunch of dotish people. Fitzgerald Hines, a security minister, Earl Phillips as a police commissioner, Keith Rowley as head of the security council, and they realize there's a bunch of jokers. And just imagine, Andy, look where we reached to now, that they putting out a box, a suggestion box for people. If you have any suggestion, to come and put it in there. Like if you're going to your ballot box, you're going to vote, you drop it.
No, but you know what that come like? that come like they make they get we them work. Them getting paid, but they get we them work.
We paying them to do it, but they can't do it. But they say you come in and you think, and you're making all kind of damn excuse. Now, when Kamala call on you, Kate Rowley, to sit down and discuss the crime situation, you blatantly refuse. Now you're making all kind of excuse with Gary. But you see, the whole thing about it, all the thing he's trying to do is to blame other people for everything. He blamed the media, he blamed the trade union, he blamed the opposition. You just name it. That the man don't have a clue about how to manage and run a country. And then I was even sad about it, Andy. You ain't hearing nobody, as I say, all them so-called UV technocrats. Well, I don't call them. Let me tell you something, Andy. I had to say this here. You see all these people who have in universities, who's lecturers and whatnot and things, who lecture on psychology and crime and all that. Waste of lots of time, Andy. Because them couldn't get a job in no other country because there's a total failure. They wouldn't come out and criticize. Now you see what's going on. Look at what's going on with Donald Trump and things. And now you hear when people who in high office, them don't hesitate to come out and say when they're doing nonsense, They come out and say, but not these people here because they're protecting their job. They're protecting their job because they know that if the laws is work with the state of the economy and the country, they can't go nowhere and get work. So they have to toe a line. It come like the procurement regulator. And all these people, look, the Integrity Commission. How come they're investigating Hines and all these fellows and them? All the lies and the things are the same. But they're running down Anand Ramlogan. They're running down Gary Griffith. And you know, and people who oppose it. Look at the media. Watch what it is you with the 104.7 man all you and Lennox. Eh? Look how they're hanging down all you. But it has so much issues otherwise that the PNM is lying, found lying, to ought to be investigated by the police and thing and all of that. And nothing has been done. Huh? It just goes to show you, Andy, all the institutions are stacked up in the PNM, but all. And it has no escape. It has no escape. The only thing I tell you, and you see how he bobbing and beating and talking about calling election and whatnot and thing, and when the time right and whatnot and thing. Keith Rowley and Andy, them just playing for time, but in the meantime, because you can't tell me you have serious issues that is related to crime in this country, and you don't have a clue. You're the head of the Security Council, and you don't have a clue to pull your forces together and to come up with ideas on how to deal with this crime situation. Just passing laws alone and in the parliament, it can't help it, you know. You have to enforce, you have to hold these people. But you see, one of the things that they do, they destroy the economy. The economy is that they will create jobs. People will have a better turnover. They will have money. They will have opportunities. And once you don't have that, you want people you will experience more crime. And this is what they did. They destroy this economy. And that therefore, that nobody have an opportunity to make one. So the only thing that they left for them to do, they had to involve themselves in crime. And this is what they have done to this country. So all the jump high and jump low thing that they could talk about, crime is, because if you look at it, you see what I read on the news last night. You hear me, Andy?
Yes. Let's take a minute again because it has some other people who want to make the late contribution. But you go ahead.
They're worried now about tourism in Tobago because of the crime situation. Could you imagine if Tobago they really depend on tourism and the tourists and them decide, look, they are coming to Tobago. What happened? That Tobago dead. Similarly, if you have crime here and all these things taking place, and then this dotish talk, he talk about what? People want to overthrow the country. And all these dotish things you're talking about, you think people will want to come and invest in this country when they realize this country is unstable? And let me tell you something, people, if all you Keith Rowley said, you know, prepare for a hard 2-3 years. But them saying 2-3 years, but in the meantime, them going to find some way or the other to put pressure on people. Because right now the country bankrupt. You see, they just the other day, they borrow a set of money. Again, look, they imagine that you want to go foreign to hire a CEO to run water. Well, the fellow who they bring in from foreign, I think was from Ghana or somewhere, he did. So now they had to go they had to get a new person. So it just goes to show you, these people don't care what they do. They have the thing planned out. Mm-hmm. The Warner, the Stuart Young, the Rohanson, and all that. And these are a bunch of thieves, you know. It's a bunch of thieves. I don't care who say what. I just say it as I see it. And they have them Lucho Indians and them there.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to take a next call there, my brother. Right. You know, I will keep updated with you, man. Don't worry yourself. Thanks so much. Oh boy, the lines are open, eh? Hey, Andy Samarua, pleasant good morning to you. Bujam John. Anna Ramsamy, Tracy, good morning. Thomas, yes, good morning to you. Roma Price, good morning. John, good morning. Nice. The lines are open here, Trinidad and Tobago.
Morning.
What's your contribution this morning? Go ahead.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Leonard. Keen UB and to everybody. Good morning. Andy, yes. Something is not right. Something is not sitting right at all. Now, it's totally on right? We're in a lot of problems this morning as well. Right? But don't worry. They will try to destabilize us, but they cannot get rid of us, Andy. Right? It's the same thing that is, Andy, are you hearing me?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Okay, most important. It's the same thing that is going on with Lennox program. Up to last night, we could not see anything that We don't even know what's going on. Transmitting program, but as I said, they could try to. Andy, what is this nonsense that I am hearing now with Keith Rowley talking about the crime situation? So 9 years, you wait until 18 murders. No, let me correct myself. You wait till Trump gets shoot, right? To come now, what's going on in our country. 18 murders, and we don't have any people injured. Right? Right, Andy?
Yes.
Yes,
We hear you. We hear you. You boy.
Get me right.
It's just the WhatsApp.
Because
Your WhatsApp.
Anyway.
It's just your WhatsApp kind of in and out, but we're going good.
In and out. All right. Okay. Yeah. It's only until if Trump didn't get shoot, he might have never acknowledged what it is went on. Is this the first weekend that we have had 18 murders? No. Before that, we have had it was going by the group of murders, and you're not saying a word. You come now to talk about it, treating it this and treating it that. Why didn't you treat it like that before? When Pastor Dr. would come and talk a set over that they had to get together. How many opposition offered to help you all, and you do not want to listen? You say it was voluminous what she sent for you. Who is that? Who is them people? Well, take it down. And you see all those suggestion box. I have a suggestion made. Every suggestion box with Hines and Rowley must go. Right? And all you want to suggest something, let us suggest that. Flooded with Hines and Rowley must go. They have to get out inside there. Imagine you paying that Stevens man $800 an hour, right? To consult, to be a consultant for Erla. And this is what's going on. And you are here, high alert, we're going to lock down here, what have you all been doing all the time? What have you all been doing? It's not only for carnival, only should be on high alert and lockdown here and lockdown here. Crime is 24/7 in this country now. What are you doing? What? It have to take almost 20 on a weekend, right? For all you to do something about. No, man. Let me tell all this something I'm going to again this morning. You see when they ring that election bell, or they better get out there and vote, you know. Get out there and vote. And don't only come and say I'm doing it for my children and I do it for my grandchildren or whatever. I don't go out and vote. Leave the goat, leave the cow, leave the sheep, right? Leave the cooking. Go and do your civic duty. What it is you have to do. Because you see, this election, we'll have a next chance again. And if only want lazy and complacent, right? Sit down and don't go vote and then don't complain. Andy, thanks a lot and have a good morning.
Thank you so much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Lennox Smith. I wonder if it is here up and running there now. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. You get you? Gotta talk to me through the Discord, man. You ain't thinking. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Well, I trust you could hear me. I trust you could hear me. You hearing me?
Yes, we hearing you. You hearing me?
Yeah, that is the problem. I'm not getting.
All right, go ahead, caller. By the meanwhile, go ahead, Kingsley. Go ahead.
Good morning to you.
Morning to you, my brother.
Good morning to the listeners. And the YouTube don't still?
Yeah, YouTube will be back up and running by Friday. And then you're going to see the full force. From when YouTube go be full force.
Yeah, I was on YouTube. I didn't see it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the question we mean that what next? What really happening? Because it cannot be unity and we fighting like this. And I know after when I don't speak, some imps, pimps and chimps, people sit down waiting for Kingsley to speak and then get an idea what to say. I say shame on you. Do not wait for I to speak to come to talk before I speak. Because I don't be on people. And when I on people, I put them in the mud with me. I bring them down in the mud. And you see, this and the games in the UNC, big games. The UNC do not want to win the next election. The people might want to win the next election, but the membership of the UNC, they do not want to win the election.
No, the membership, the membership is the masses. I believe the membership wants to win the election. I honestly believe that yes, that Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the UNC wants to win the election. That's my view. But let me hear what's yours.
That's your view. That's your view. That's not my view. That's your view. That's not my view. That is your view. That's not my view. That is and that's the problem. Some of all suffering in silence. I wouldn't suffer in silence. I would not. I don't have it in me. I would not. This is why today every single one of the Republican joining Trump. You know why? They want a better country. They want to make the world great again. They want to make America secure again. They want to make America economy great again. They want to make America wealthy again. They want to make America safe again. So every single candidate who was vying for leadership of the Republican, today, the Republican is more unified than any party in the world. Any party in the world. Because you know why? They put all the differences aside. And all the bodies from all over America come together to win an election. And it is game like that, and I don't care. I want to say it again. And who want to play deceitful and play nasty and stink, that is them. Because you cannot win an election with games. You cannot win an election because you see how Gary say that he's sending message. Months now, I just like Gary. I just like Gary. I said it. It is sting game with some of all your callers and activists playing out there. All your suffering silent in the UNC. Some of all your worse than PNM fanatic. Some of all your worse than PNM fanatic. Eh? And then Andy could come and tell me that he believed that Kamala could win. And you offer the radio. Where's the UNC lawyers? Where's the financiers? Eh? I don't want to hear that. I am not suffering in silence. I am not playing games. Because snakes, plenty snakes in the UNC. And games, real games. How we could win an election when our house divided? How? Look where we reach. Look where we reach. Look where we is now. We right here now. Who coming to help me? Eh? And that is the problem we are having. When somebody speak out and they know they speak not for the truth, that's how them go call and say, yeah, Mitch, try to, no, or just stop it. Or just stop it. This is why when leaders in the world doing wrong to the country and to the party, the supporters that stand up and hold up that wrong. The supporters that stand up and defend that wrong. I am not in that. I put only a notice. Kingsley, walk away from a government in power. And the only time I lost an election is under the UNC. The only political party I support Trump in 2016, we win. I support Trump in 2020, we win, and they free. It's the only person I support, and I lost twice under the UNC. You think that, look,
But I understand. I understand what you say. You say you support Trump back then, and he became the president, and then you support him.
2016.
Right. I remember he lose.
2020, and we win. No, the TV election. But we've been going there. Andy.
So he first win. You supported Trump, right? He first win. The second one he lose. Well, you did support him. So you get lost there with Trump. This time you supported him, and I even all believe Donald Trump going to win the next election with everything in me. Right. Go ahead. You go ahead.
We win. No. Numbers show that we win bigger. It was rigged, and we go see when you come back in. We go see the corruption, what take place, and why they win the election in 2020. The information will come out. But it's sad. And as I close, you see what leadership Trump trained? He put in his money where his mouth is. He's not waiting for donors to come in. For the last 3 years, he take his money, invest, he buy stage, he buy TV, he open new social media platform, he have broadcasting what carried him, and there was, because the mainstream media wasn't giving him a break, wasn't giving him airtime, wasn't giving him nothing. He said, all right, they look him off of Facebook, they look him off of Twitter, they look him off of Instagram. 3 years, now everything, the game back in Twitter, the game back in Instagram, the game back in Facebook. But the only song he could get out his message by opening a platform called the Truth and having certain media, online media. But these people have so much of people, thousands of millions of people that when they go online, and them getting 20,000 viewers one time because so much of people, and that people looking over the world. But we have to be serious in the UNC. We cannot say we have it in the bag. We cannot say that we're going to win next election. How? Tell me how we're going to win it. Show me a way that I could believe that we're going to win the election. Whilst I know that there's people who support the UNC. Many Indians leave the UNC in the last 5 years because they cannot stay in opposition. Right. Many East Indians leave the UNC in the last 5 years because they cannot stay in opposition. They go and become right. And they train how to go to school. They get money.
Your boy had to take some other calls too.
No problem. Thank you very much.
But thanks so much for your contribution. Oh boy, next caller. So the lines are open, eh? The numbers to call 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. Go ahead, caller. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Silver Fox inside.
Oh boy, Silver Fox, a pleasant good morning to you.
Yes, man. Blessed, man. Now, I listening right too, right? And I think St. Anne's Lane go people too early in the morning, right? What Kamala is doing to anybody? I want to ask the question. This woman in opposition, and every day is Kamala. What she is doing? Kamala wants unity. The woman is calling for unity. All them others what them want is power. All of them want to be leader. Nobody don't want to be to do the right thing. What you want the woman to do? Go and kneel down in front of all of them and ask them, "Will you join with me, please?" This is what they want the woman to reach. The problem in Trinidad and Tobago is we the people. We the people don't want to stand up for what we see is wrong. We want other people to stand up for us. It's time for we to get out there and be out on the street and demand our right. We have to do what we have to do and stop, right? Black people does not know themselves until they're back against the wall. Some go rise and some go fall, and black people never know themselves at all. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? We like a candle in the wind. Every time the breeze blows, we out. It's time to come out there and stop the talking. Let us get together and get out there. Let me say how we going out. If we have to go out with Bible, we'll go out with Bible. Right? Everybody come out with Bible. Let us go out there and make a statement. It has to stop, and it has to stop now. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. God bless all of us.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, the Fox man. Let's go. Let me see all who was trying to get on. Oh boy. The lines are open for you all, eh? Yes, the lines are open for you all. The lines are open for you all. Let me get your numbers. Let me get all the phone numbers. 229. No, 225-6644. 225-6644. Or 239-5120. 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053. 366-3053. The lines are open. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Andy. You know, I'm just there listening and wondering why I'm not hearing you. I didn't realize you was actually calling. Good morning to you.
Nice. Good morning to you.
Lennox. Good morning to Mikey K and all the following listeners. Andy, let me just say to you, and I want to send this message to Kingsley. Stop talking rubbish on the People's Station. Okay? It is good for all of us to have an understanding and an introspection if we want a party to move forward. But you cannot sit there and make this issue about Kamala and Kamala and Kamala. You know, as a Tobagonian, I am so sick and fed up of everybody blaming this woman. If there are issues within the party, then the leadership within the party needs to unite to fix the common problems. That's how leadership works. Not so, Andy. That is how leadership works.
Absolutely correct.
People who want to work and fix a problem will come to the table and work to fix the problem. But yes, we are aware that there are people who are there seeking their own self-interest. So this is why you need the strongest of the members to lead. Leadership is about calling for the hardest things to be done, which is to fix the internal problems of the party. I am from Tobago. If you ask me about coming together to collaborate with the United National Congress 15, 20 years ago, and they would have said no, because my views literally would have been of a different nature at this point in time. Guess what? We have seen what 21 years of mismanagement has done under the People's National Movement. We are currently seeing the government cannot answer for money, and we are currently seeing there's a high level of white-collar corruption and white-collar crimes happening under this country, and still this government has not been able to address those issues. Should we sit down and wait for one person to do all the work? That takes everybody getting up and getting the job done. Everybody is always sitting on the side, pulling and tugging instead of us coming together to get one thing done. But the army of the dead, and I think I need to play that game of Thrones. The army of the dead is coming to march upon us again to tell poor people, pay more taxes, put the country more in debt, and then we have an inflation rate at 8% going up. How you want the country to get better? And then tomorrow, if they call for jobs now to go to Guyana, 200 plus people will be lined up wherever they're having this meeting for jobs, because the country is so hard that people are now looking to go to Guyana for opportunity. That alone should tell you the status of the country and where the country is. Baby bowling, the government giving opportunities here, the government giving opportunities there. Sure, you can go and do a certification, but the certification still don't mean directly that after you have gotten the certificate qualified that you are going to get the job. If you have to, you still have to go out there and look to build a business. Building a business in Trinidad and Tobago is not easy, especially when the banks are giving you hell in Trinidad and Tobago. 15 years ago, banks begging you for your business. Today, banks charging you $15 to change a check in the bank. By the time you go up 10 a.m. in the morning, you have 4 tellers. Out of 16 tellers, you have 4 tellers. And we, the people, sit down and accept these nonsense. So don't sit down and blame Kamala Persad. And if there is a problem, I have said directly, we need to collaborate and push what we want
if we want to make our country better. And the rest of my case there, I give way for the scholars to directly make the contribution. You have a good morning, brother.
Thank you very much, caller. Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from and what's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Important in the house, and pleasant good morning to you, Leonard Smith, Mikey K, and Ruby, and everybody else on the line. I don't want to stay too long. You know what's going on, Andy? Last night I was taking in a Wall Street program, and the callers always want to compare me with other parts of the world and balling about crime taking place in other parts of the world. And you remember sometime back, Wally did say that Rowdy did send Hines to a place in America called Fairfax County.
Yes.
In Virginia.
Yes.
Right. So last night I called Washington. I said, Washington, here what to do for me since you're going on this road. I want you to check the murder rate in that place called Fairfax County in Virginia and how much people are living in that area. Well, she went and did research right away. He said, right, as from last night, 24 people died. And when he checked the population, 1.1 million people. You understand? But they always want to compare we with other parts of the world. And when you call out those figures, he are not was surprised. So Rowley and them have no idea, no clue what it is they're doing. Them just want to line the pocket, coming and going, locked on the snow.
Thank you very much, caller. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Nice. Thank you, London Mark. We really need that Game of Thrones tune, boy. Whoa. Program very good, very good. Let's go to the lines. Morning, caller.
Andy, good morning again. Good morning. You know your girl had to come back in. Andy. I give Lyndon Mack and Silver Fox a standing ovation this morning. They show them that we are not, and I stand there side with them. We're afraid nobody. We are not afraid of all here. Everything is Kamala this and Kamala that and Kamala the other. Right? They forget when they was bowling in 2015, Kamala had to go. In 2020, I can't get a phone. You want to stop a hornet's nest? We go stir it up now. I can't phone. I can't get this. I can't get. Kamala had to go. Now today, everybody bawling and crying. And whoever fallen, planted, I really don't care. Right? And I agree with this morning, like sentence, leave the gate open. Right? They try to make people fear them. You can't say nothing. But this is a different wrongs. You know? We have on the boxing gloves for anybody who want to come here and cause culture and bacchanal. Because we have had too much of culture and bacchanal since 2015. Imagine, Andy, this woman so much between 2010 and 2015. And people, no shame whatsoever. Was to be calling for Kamala had to go, right? Kamala ain't doing nothing for the youths, and Kamala this and Kamala that, right? She was the only prime minister that look after the biggest and the smallest, and now everybody holding the bowling. We won by Kamala, and Kamala you know the way some of them singing? As though they are the expert, they are the political analysts and them take over from Winford James and some of them. You hear? And I and I really wish a few more people will call in and vent, because this is nonsense that's going on here now. Everything is Kamala is trying, and then the next one come up now. I'm going to call his name, right? Imagine Robert Amar on one of our chats talking about this consultation, the budget consultation is a time. Because what could they do? The opposition can't do anything. Really? So people, then we should just sit down and shut up. You know, I want to say some other things, but I can't say. Sit down and shut up. Don't nothing, and let PNM get away. Let PNM get away with what they're doing. We little backsides down in a corner and don't say nothing. No, people are hurt. People are vented, and who like about the budget consultation? Too bad. Don't go. Don't voice your opinion. I wish it was somewhere near me that I could go to tell everybody how much now I pay in medication. And people come and pay. You're threatening the wrong person. You hear? This is our country. We stand up and talk, regardless of whether they take the suggestions or not, right? The opposition have to do their job. They have to do it. And they have to say what is going on in the country, how the people are hurting. People can't afford to buy medication and all this kind of thing. They mustn't have consultation. You see, and you're not only getting it from the illiterate, you're getting it from the illiterate ones too. That's how it's going. And as I said when I said my contribution, whoever garden is falling, plant it. I really don't care. Thanks a lot, Andy.
Bang, bang, bang. The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, every any days, everybody have their view. And right here in the Ground Report, everybody will get the opportunity to have their view. Just see how it goes. Just nobody just don't get personal with no one. Oh boy, let's go to the lines. Oh boy, morning caller.
Yes, I heard another baby die.
Huh?
I heard, yes, another premature baby die, and the grandmother said that is her first grandchild, and her daughter first child or something like that. But the grandmother is a nurse in the States now, and she flew over here when she got the news. Right, so she's very distraught right now about what's going on. But how come another baby died, right? And all of a sudden they want people to believe that they clean up their mess. And I think it's somebody, the WHO, somebody had came to intervene in all the babies who died. But how come now another baby died? That is what I can't understand. So what happened? It's a kind of blood clot, it's alleged. I think it's blood clot he died from. Now, if I was that grandmother now, right, I would have hired a private, I would have go private to that to see what the baby really died from. Because to me, it's not natural.
Okay, Ms. Lauketa, thanks so much. Next caller, pleasant good morning to you. Go ahead.
Morning, Andy.
A pleasant good morning. Go ahead, we are hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah, this is Joel Prasad. Andy, I want to send you messages, but I went back on YouTube. It's back on. So inform Nadira, Grace Caesar, Bomati, Daru, Balru, Paul, and them. YouTube is back on.
On Real Media TT?
Yes. I have it on my phone right now, but like nobody I know.
All right. No. I think let me call who do that and let me thank them very much. Let me make a quick call. Oh boy, let me thank them very much. Thanks so much, Renison Jeffers. Let me call him. Thanks. As I tell you all, we'll be linking with all social media where we'll work together, where they will organize and they will link their platform with our own, those platforms that is go live. Remember when they send out the message, people will get their notification of, hey, the workers' rights platform going live, and the lock on to see what's going on, and they're getting the ground report. And many other people will organize and come go live with us. and lend us or work with us and give us their platform. Many people know the hard work, dedication, sacrifice that the Ground Report team, and you the members, you the loyal listeners of the Ground Report. For a matter of fact, Mr. Jeffers always mentioned that he get his strength and his inspiration from us on the Ground Report. And today, look at my boy, Mr. Jeffers. Let me call him. All you gonna know what I'm talking about, man. Let me call him. Oh boy, but meanwhile, let me take a call. Morning, caller.
Pleasant good morning.
Good morning, and where are you calling from?
This is the original Mad Max boy from Siparia.
Hey, Mad Max, a pleasant good morning to you. Nice hearing your voice, man. Nice still having that hope and that faith in your favorite program. Thanks so much.
So I'm always listening, you know. I'm always listening. I mean, you come over on the Facebook and think I just follow all you on Facebook. I'm listening. But I reach my breaking point now. Right?
Yes, yes.
What we had to do, we had to plant a balize in front of the house now to stop crimes. Because the peace pole are working with the plant. Right? Here what's going on. I having a problem. You know that I appreciate the good work that the UNC they've done in the 5 years that they come in office, Sandy. But I having a problem with them now. I'm feeling like the citizens now is the opposition. The citizens, are you hearing this opposition at all, man? Them are coming out, if them open them out a little bit, you know the people, how all your program running, people supporting, all your people jumping up with all your people getting on board with all your. Why they don't come on your morning in the program?
Who, the opposition?
Yeah.
On many occasions, we had
Miss Camilla to come and talk to the people and them and say, how come when the shoes was in the other foot, Heinz, this one, that one would have tell the opposition that they would have see a march that is unprecedented. And this and that. Camilla need to get up and start to stand up with you people, you know. People getting fed up in this place. And next quick thing I want to run with you. You notice it have a thing called Hunters Search and Rescue. You seen them people, them a lot on, they finding people and thing when they go missing and thing. You realize that?
Yes.
How come these people, this Hunters Search and Rescue, this thing that only come around when this young girl, I can't remember she name boy, and they had the vigilante thing for the little girl who was working in the government office. This thing that only come around then with a fella named Hard Grounds and thing. But how come now I only seen everything is Hunter Search and Rescue Hunter, so police are finding nobody again? Every time you see a body, they find a body, they think is Hunter Search and Rescue. Police stop finding people.
You know, I had observed that. I had observed that.
Andrew Barrett, that,
yes, that is it. When that child, the Andrew Barrett child, lost her life, innocent child, lost her life in this country, the hard ground search and rescue thing, they volunteer and thing to go looking and all kind of thing. But after that Andrew Barrett issue, this Hunter Search and Rescue, and it led by Valance, what is the man named Valance something boy? You look it up, and you will see. And these, so the police are looking for nobody. What come out of the meeting that it had Monday with all the head of state and thing meet with the Prime Minister and thing to discuss crime and thing? What come out of that? Nothing. What going on in this place? What it is going on? Like the devil walking in Trinidad or what? 15 or 18 murders over a weekend, and today, this morning, is business as usual. It's business as usual. 15 people lost their life in this country. We had a problem some years ago. The opposition not supporting the anti-gang legislation, and Willie, come on, the opposition support the anti-gang legislation some years ago, and what did it change? What did it change in this nation? Mr. Prime Minister, I cannot call you honorable. I cannot use that word before your name. But Mr. Prime Minister, you should fire yourself. Mr. Fitzgerald Hines, you do a thing where, the police, we have muscle. We strengthen our back. We this and we that. For what? Just to go to the bank and collect a paycheck? This is what is going on. Like people doing the job just to get a paycheck. But you know who had to pay the cake for it? You see them people who driving the motor car on the road? Man, come out now, man. Come out and share ticket, man. Share ticket. Like the police, them now working on commission. Anyhow, Mad Max locked on and listening. Mad Max always support your program. But I feel I had to plant a balize tree in front of my house and crime wouldn't come knocking at my door. Have a pleasant one.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nice, so let's stick to the issues and people are doing well. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Morning caller.
Let me say good morning again to you, Andy. And Andy, we have to stay focused, you know. But I want to ask Lyndon Mark and Silver Fox, do Tobago is a paradise today? I ask the question, what about the youths in Tobago? Trinidad, I see that only more concerned what our leaders doing in Trinidad here. But you only have 3 leaders, Weston Jupe, Farley, and the next answered then said, why Tobago so out of crime? Because for 20 and 15 years, we support the PNM until Weston Jupe come, and then now we support the next party. Are you really serious about fixing Tobago? Today, Tobago getting robbed. And all you now come in here and then paying a word for Tobago, boy. This is what all your agenda is. I wouldn't study Mr. Cruz and them because them will make the East-West corridor vote for the PNM. So I will leave Mr. Cruz and them and make them put the foot because the undertone is race. The undertone and people listening, what they
avoid
saying.
calling anybody name. You make your point, and as she and all they say, who catch the flea or who garden the falling, but don't call nobody name. But you go ahead.
No problem.
Yeah, don't call nobody name at all.
No problem. But Linda Mark called my name and
and Silver Fox. All right. Yeah.
Right.
But she did.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem, man. No problem. But I want to tell you, the them undertone will make the East-West corridor go back to the PNM. Like what they do in 2020 with the racist things. You see now, back in the days, you heard the story about Tobago, that if you go to Tobago and the rob is Obia, long time people used to be afraid. The little parlor now in the village getting robbed. And you are telling me, Lyndon Mark and Silver Fox ain't concerned about that? They're concerned about Kingsley. You are telling me today all kind of things on the boat without being searched, and Lyndon Mark and Silver Fox ain't care about that. It's so disgusting to see how Tobago get. It's so disgusting, and you know why? Because them up there only like we boy and they like we girl. They pretending to like Chinese. No, we know. Because if any Chinese vibe, I want to tell Lyndon Mark and Silver Fox why all over the years, when the UNC put up candidate, now the UNC stop because I campaign for that. Now the UNC stop put candidate in Tobago because why? Only over there only vote for we boy. We feel why Washington could come and come. We feel why Farley could come. You think any Chinese could form a political party and come into Tobago? We reject them. So don't come to try to be more intelligent. I don't ever try to be intelligent on the radio. I don't try to be what not.
Oh boy,
so
you're real breaking up. Kenzie, you're breaking up bad.
Don't be me cuss out. Me not afraid.
to meet them in Santa Cruz right there in Sawa there.
You're breaking up bad, you know, Kingsy. Real bad.
You know, Andy. Because I want to tell them that be no afraid. If they want to cuss out, Andy, they can meet me in Sawa.
Right, but
they'll
still,
get the most nastiest cuss out they ever want.
But still, remember, I have to host the date. Remember, this is not a 91.9 FM program. And remember, we always hold a standard when it comes to our program and people getting personal. And
I agree.
Right.
And Kingsy cannot be the topic on the program. I make my contribution, or you call in and make what to think of on your mind. Do not make me the topic, okay? Because these people who I am not vying for office. Oli is not vying for office. I am calling out the people who vying for office, okay? So do not make Kingsy, because if you make Kingsy the topic, I will have to come to the response to my name, right? Don't make me the topic. And everybody know I come on national radio and say that it was a mistake, that what we was mistake, because Andy, today, when the African American come on the stage there Monday day in the Republican caucus meeting day, right? And the convention, sorry, right? And she say for over the years she was blind by the Democrat, right? An African lady. She was blind. But her father, as an African, tried to tell her, hey, he support Trump. Go and do the research. Go and know who's the man before you call Trump racist. Before you say he's a Freemason. Before you say he never helped African schools in America. And when she went and do the research, she realized, and I tell this country that I was misled by Dr. Rowdy and them, and in 2015, when the PM get in power, I come on national radio and tell the mother of the nation and the UNC it was a mistake I make. I say that. So all want to come back. And then what Kingsy, yes, and if I see her doing wrong today, I go crush you out again. What the hell wrong with you? What the hell wrong with you?
Thank you very much, Kingsy.
Get it heated, boys. Get it heated in here.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Lennox Smith. Oh boy. Well, I hope you're hearing me now direct now, eh?
Yes, direct.
Oh boy. Well, boy, the lines are lit up. People have their contributions that they will want to make.
All right. Yes. I have been listening. And I've been listening attentively. And of course, some recriminations, some, of course, tit for tat scenarios, but all in the good spirit, not only of the democratic process of allowing people to vent and people have varying views. But what I thought was very commendable, we were able, of course, to make certain that there are no personality attacks and so on, because at the end of the day, we all are Trinbagonians, so we all have an interest in Trinidad and Tobago, and we all have to maybe having different ideas and maybe different charting different courses, but there's one ultimate destiny, and that is for the greater good of Trinidad and Tobago. And in this particular case, the elimination of the
Lennox, what watches this morning? Two Tobagonian brothers.
Yes.
They have Kingsley. I ain't gonna lie. London Mark and Silver Fox saying easy now.
Silver Fox, yes.
Easy.
He was silently in the corner of the UNC and its leader and its leadership.
Yes.
Of course, and that's Tobago. Whilst, of course, Kingsley is attempting to say that that is a non-argument, because if a Trinidadian citizen goes across there, even though he or she is citizen of Trinidad, is a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, the likelihood that they would be subjected to what is called xenophobia. will be of course will be meted out to that individual, meaning that the Tobagonians are so tribal that that person from Trinidad will have a hell of a time. But the democratic process is one that does not prevent someone from doing that. That is a fact. And the fact that the UNC has not ventured doesn't mean that they can't venture. They have the option, and the option that they took was to, of course, have Tobagonians manage their affairs, and then in the governance process.
Oh boy.
And then, of course, deliver to Trinidad and Tobago in the way that they have done between 2010 and 2015. That is the surmising that I would, of course, conclude in with those arguments.
Nice. Yeah, well, let me just take this call. Call up, pleasant. Good morning.
A mafiosi code. We keep each other's secret. It's only when you break rank, you go there and expose us, and for that, we're going to kill you politically. It's the code of the Cosa Nostra. As long as we stay together, we will survive together. And we agree not to breach the code of secrecy. It's the code of the Cosa Nostra. It's the code of the Cosa Nostra. We're going to kill you politically. We're going to kill you politically.
As this government continues to champion crime and criminality in this country. As this government continues to champion crime and criminality in this country.
And Lennox Smith.
Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Andy, I just want to clear something up for the public so that we don't get any form of miscommunication, all right? And I heard the caller made some statements. Let me just share this. He is right about the sentiments of Tobagoans feeling a way that, some maybe one or two Trinidadians coming up to control, okay? But here is the reality. We have a Tobagonian who is a prime minister and he's still not doing a good job, okay? We have had history whereby we have seen two prime ministers from Tobago who have led the country. And it should be noted directly that unlike this gentleman, I don't ever just talk, I walk the walk, yeah? I have literally been from Charlottesville to Icarcus. I can't say the same for this gentleman, right? When we talk about the avenue of trying to make things work, and the crime situation is out of control, because number one, we have a problem with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. We have a problem with the judiciary. The judicial process in Trinidad and Tobago is atrocious. Okay? Of course, there are people who are not going to directly, they don't want any betterment for the country, etc. But we're talking about a management problem. When you look in 39 constituencies in Trinidad and Tobago,
yeah, when you look in 39 constituencies,
cannot, and they cannot.
Wow.
And they are not.
You're breaking up in Linden Mac. Linden Mac.
And you hear me clearly? I don't know if I'm getting around. Sorry, you hear me clearly?
We hear you back clearly now.
Sorry. Right, I got a little lag there. I'm not sure if it was an internet connection. So I'm literally just saying that we have a management problem where the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is not patrolling the nation as they're supposed to. It is only because of a surge in crime, where Ayla said directly, we're going to make certain goals, realize that the goals were too high, they had to cut down, they had to do this, they had to do that. All of a sudden, you're seeing what you call crime symposiums all over the country. Let me share this to you, Andy. Under Gary Griffith, and I want to call the man name online. Under Gary Griffith, we called for a crime symposium in Tobago, realizing that there was a surge in crime. We gave the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service certain recommendations,
5 years later, we are here again in Trinidad and Tobago in 2024 under a new police commissioner, and the same recommendations we gave to them literally in 2017, 2018, 2019. They are still going back to the table to discuss this thing. So when this gentleman is talking about crime is out of surge in Trinidad and Tobago, let me let him know directly. The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard directly that is not patrolling the borders the way the nation is supposed to be patrolled. We are paying how much $billion in national security. Ask Mr. Kingsley how much time the Coast Guard is taking the time to patrol the borders the way the borders are supposed to be patrolled, so that the guns and the ammunition are not going to find its way to our shores. I don't just come to talk tit for tat politics. When we're talking about looking at the international issues and the national issues, we can say to you right now that the government of Trinidad and Tobago under Key Christopher Rowley right now has poorly managed this country's affairs as it relates to national security. We have Fitzgerald Hines there, and you want to remove this man for God's sake, I don't know. He is just a national failure. Finally, let me also say this to you as I leave and allow your other callers to speak. We are over 104 crimes in 10 years. It is over 4,006 deaths, Andy. You hear what I'm saying to you? And we are not going to realize that we need to change the approach of managing the resources if we are going to deal with crime from the apprehension level. Criminals could go and commit crimes now and they know they could get away because the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is not on the road when they are supposed to be on the road. That is the hardcore facts. So this have nothing to do with persons wanting to represent from Trinidad, or this have nothing to do with that. We are dealing with national security, and if tax-paying dollars are being spent to say we deserve to have the measure of protection, then let us protect them. Now we're realizing what's going on. It is your position who is saying give citizens the chance to fight, to have a fighting chance. And every time she goes to speak on behalf of the citizens, you have the ones on them who they trying to directly dissuade from what the woman is trying to do. Why? We are not getting the fighting chance that we are supposed to get, and it is wrong. I'll leave it there.
Thank you very much.
Well, Andy, it is clear that what Kingsley did was broaden the argument, and of course, naturally would have been the kind of responses that we have one of which we have just heard, where, of course, I think very pregnant that a Tobagonian is head of the affairs of Trinidad and Tobago today as Prime Minister. And here is a Tobagonian that is criticizing his performance and his attitude towards the performance, quite apart from being able to deliver. And I think this is very interesting. And this to bring, of course, Kingsley started with a very narrow position in that, listen, the opposition is not doing well. And his position is that it is insufficient. And he has gone as boldly as he did. I mean, that takes some belly to say that they will not win the elections. Of course, I am of a different view, in fact, a contrary view, in spite of his position that he may perceive them not doing well. The fact of the matter is that they are doing well enough to win at least 21 seats, but I anticipate, with all things being equal, something in the vicinity of 27 seats.
All right, hold on, go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, this is Silver Fox again.
Tobago in the house again, boy. Whoa, like there's a Tobago program now, boy. Go ahead.
Let me say something. It's Trinidad and Tobago. What affects one affects all. We are a twin island in the sun. And when we look at it from a point of view, crime is out of hand. Just now we can't bury people because we will not no space to bury people. And this is the things we have to be studying about. We have to study about getting this man out of office politically before even 2025. We have to get together and do that. Miss Camilla is trying her best. What more we want her to do? Everything is Miss Camilla. But I just threw me call this morning. and I didn't call no foul. And that foul pick it up already and it gone straight down his belly. I don't understand that. I never call a name. I just said St. Antoine go people too early on morning. Right? We only talking about crime and crime and crime. Watch around and tell me who are the criminals. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you very much, Silver Fox. Oh boy, let's go to the lines again.
I think very interesting, very interesting. But when you raise the point about we're out of space for dead people, to bury people, I wanted him to be a little more secretive because it may be an opportunity for a cabinet minister to start, of course, bringing in all kinds of equipment and so on for cremation purposes. You never can tell. So, Silver Fox, keep your ideas because the way how this government does depend and capitalize and parasite on opportunities that may be available. You never could tell that somebody from the cabinet may well be starting to make arrangements to import cremation equipment to set up cremation sites.
Nice.
Having regard to what you have said.
Oh boy. So again, the lines are open and everyone can call. The lines are very busy, and we want to give.
You could leave a voicemail.
Oh boy. Hey, you understand, Jeffrey, I'm trying to get in contact with you, man. I need to get in contact with you. I want to thank you so much.
Workers Union, Andy.
Workers Union. Yes.
Yeah. They are doing a tremendous job, of course. They have, of course, assisted us on the platform. Of course, you can go to
Workers Union platform. Let me get them.
Workers Union platform, and you will see both YouTube and Facebook, as well as, of course, Corridor. We are up as well.
What is life if we don't have challenges for which we have to overcome? And these are some of the technological overcoming that is necessary.
Which we have to overcome, and these are some of the technological overcoming that is necessary, having regard to the way how we have been plunging into this situation. But we are responding appropriately,
exactly.
And I think we are growing from strength to strength. Monday was a different day. Sunday was a different day, and with each coming day and each day completed, we are growing stronger.
This morning, boy.
Oh God, don't worry yourself now. You know we go take it.
At the front level. Yeah, and I did like that fella just tell me, I was this point yesterday. I saw a car pull up and trying to get up.
I just get enough feedback here a little bit. That's so.
You forget your first. I want to tell you thanks very much on behalf of the Ground Report, all the listeners. With your assistance, not only that, but you would join in your live on a morning now with the Ground Report program, which will be good because it's a platform there too where many other people that maybe don't really listen to the Ground Report have an opportunity to get to listen and to hear all these various topics that various people will use when it's coming to inform information where they can make informed decisions. Thanks so much, and we look forward to many other, because I know you will know other strong
yes, that is true.
Like yourself, where we could organize, and the system here permits, because me and you will talk after the program, it permits where I can put you into the system here, and so long I go live, your team will go live one time automatically, where you don't have to be on your side.
Yeah, well, that was taking place right here because you and seeing on this side, I in your studio right now, and Andy, come on now, man. That's how the technology reach.
Very soon. I'll make sure and get the assistance from Cuff or Newbie, where we can pull you in and a part of the screen too, man.
Yeah, man. That's how it does go. You understand? From everybody who watching the Workers' Rights platform now, go see me saying down on next to by Andy right here. We're not really in the same place, but that is where the technology reaching Trinidad and Tobago, and that is what we could do, push the platform further. And Andy, there's always be hitting the issues. You understand? You lead and other people follow. That is the anthem.
But I have not gotten a chance to see it, my friend. But have you been making comments in between on your platform?
Yes.
You know, based on some of the issues raised? Or is that the format that you would be rolling out moving forward?
Yeah, that's the format that we will be using rolling out forward now.
Yeah, and he tried to stop me because of debating a bit, but I studied it. I was in Phoenix yesterday, and suddenly you fellas just show up when I was going to buy a coin. It's a good thing I wasn't doing anything wrong.
Nah, we don't catch you.
Yeah, how you fellas are all over the place like that. Only you be
well, Lennox, you know, we does always work together on issues. But as I say, this is just a bridge going forward. And we are to unify on certain things, you know, moving forward for the people of this country.
Well, I really put it as like-minded people always will, even though it's by accident, and serendipity, I have to say, but always the people like that, progressives, like-minded, will always gravitate to each other. There is some unseen, some unspoken, some mysterious force that bring people like that together. That is why, of course, you are on the ground report at this point in time, and we are going to be moving forward with a very, what I consider to be a progressive relationship that will benefit all and sundry, including, of course, your own platform.
All right. Well, thanks. Well, Andy, I'm going to leave for you now and let continue. I in the background here working, and you don't know what's taking place.
Yeah, when they go get me the identity numbers, can we talk after the program now?
All right,
we
then.
have other people that will want us to join, because you know a lot of very strong activists that have platforms, and on a morning the platforms in really we need to network.
Yes.
A morning network with
yes.
all the strong major activists that have a platform like yours.
All right, then.
Who would normally be dormant in that period, and so that we can really engage in a synergy, a symbiotic relationship that benefit all and sundry. We can only grow and we can only spread the message, particularly those that are so negative at this point in time by persons who we know are that negative but would prefer to stay in our places and reap the benefits that are undeserving. Nice.
All right, then. Nice.
All right, my brother. So, again, thanks so much, Mr. Jeffrey Osman. Jeffrey, boy, thanks. I'm feeling real good. And as I say, just the rest of help I need for we to organize to get the other strong activists that have their live program, and they're strong and have a huge listenership or viewership or following. Just for we to making that at the period that we are on, the equipment may be down. That is to say, they may not be having a live at that point. So they could deploy it now for good reason and to join with us. So therefore, we have a reason. They have a reason as well to, of course, utilize their resource at their expense. Of course, let's not waste time with that. But the fact is that it is for a general and greater good. Nice. Oh boy. Thanks so much, my brother.
Okay then.
Opening lines now, man. Oh boy. That was the first, man. That is everybody. I understand, man.
All it boy, look at how many people was calling here now, boy. Real people. And again, messages now from other very strong activists that want to join the platform on a morning with us. Morning caller.
Good morning.
They want to use their platform. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Yes, all and sundry,
Norris.
including, of course, those abroad.
Boy, I didn't know you on,
Go. Yes, man, Norris, we on.
I thought you okay.
Well,
no.
On real media.
No.
on Real Media. We're on Real Media and on the Workers' Right platform and on Corridor Transformation. And it will have a lot of more people that will be joining, where we will be very powerful on social media. And this will be
I'll be listening.
This is the main hub. The main hub is this.
Listen?
So you can get
look
us.
What to look onto?
You can look onto us on Real Media TT Facebook, Real Media TT YouTube. You can get us on Corridor Transformation. Plus, you can get us on the Workers' Rights platform. That's my boy Renison Jeffers. And it have many more platforms that will be coming on board that people will be able to get the ground report live. So it's like
okay.
So it's like all small activists that have their following. Everybody has have the little following.
Mobilize together.
Everybody going and join together under one network. So on a morning when it is we start, it's everybody platform will be used.
Yeah, well, that will be a stronger UNC. That is very good.
Nice.
I love that.
Nice.
I love that. I'm going to listen now. That's what I was calling to find out.
Yes.
Morning, Mr. Mike.
And watch,
morning,
share it, share it with people. Share it. Let them know how they could get the ground report at this point in time.
Yeah, going and do that. That's why I was calling you since yesterday I wasn't hearing nobody. I'm going to listen now.
We're not on 104.7 more FM anymore.
Okay, cool.
But we will talk. You will always call me.
Real Media. Yeah, bless. Yes, okay, Andy.
All right,
nice.
My brother. Real Media TT, YouTube is down until Friday. So, when that YouTube go up, that's hundreds of people on YouTube.
Good. That's a good sign. Okay.
Nice,
thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, blessings. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much, my boy Norris. Yes. Lennox Smith, it will work. It will have to work. It bound to work.
Course, listen. I keep saying I think this should be the operating theme. Necessity is the mother of invention. And therefore creativity and all of the other human endowment that makes a human being the dominant species on the planet Earth, and maybe in other worlds that are yet to be explored by human beings. That is what this is all about, and therefore there may be opportunities lost, but we don't see the glass half empty, we see it half full, and therefore it is just a matter of working towards getting the next half of it filled. And this is what this is all about. And we continue, of course, not to harp on the past, and not to generate negativity that would cause the people to be despondent and depressed. No, yes, there will be challenges. Yes, there are going to be difficulties. Yes, people are going to be frustrated. But at the end of the day, all of it, all of us will be rejoicing, saying a job well done, because we were able to achieve our objective. And what is that? To make certain that not only the information reaches every nook and cranny in the country and farther afield, but to generate the change that is required in order for us to live a better life. And this is what this is all about, and the objective thereof. Our democracy must flourish in the way that it was intended and is intended, particularly for future generations.
Oh boy. Let's go to the lines. Morning caller.
Andy for Grandy.
Nice.
And Grandy for Andy. So welcome everybody to the TGW, the transformation, the corridor, and the ground report, and the workers platform. Welcome. Share it on your, let everybody know that the log on social media, they will get it on their phones, and YouTube and Facebook. Andy, this is what is needed, and it is answering the prayers. Now, with all the hiccup and all what the PNM is trying to do, I just want to let all the listeners know that we have 19 seats in the UNC. The PNM only have 22. And right now, Rowley trying to do all how to see how he can hold on to the Tobago seat to have power. So the mischief makers and the diversions, because just imagine the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, the money drawn down. They try to put it on the books for the Auditor General. The SBM Bank, $500 million US. Then the $700 million and the corruption continues while Trinidad is burning. Not Rome, Trinidad is burning. And you see, we as a people have to unite, share the love amongst the brothers and sisters, and move forward in saving our own selves. Because today, the attitude and mentality of the PNM is not nice. And we all seen what Rowley is about. Is just taking out the wealth of this country for their own personal gains. Trinidad and Tobago, let's unite, because school is going on open just now again, 1 month again, and we have to get school books. And for the new one who going in, over the old ones who came out, have a nice day, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So the lines are open. Let me give you the numbers. For all of you out there that don't know the numbers to call. And for those of you that on Workers' Rights platform, if you want to make, and the Corridor Transformation platform, if you want to make a contribution towards the #1 program, the ground report, you can call 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120. 239-5120, or they could give us a WhatsApp call, send us a WhatsApp message, voice note, or anything. If you're shy, you do a voice note, you send the WhatsApp voice note, and we will play it when it come into what's your views, what's on your mind, what says your front burner that you would like to talk about, what's supposed to make news that you believe not making news, whether it's your area flooding out, whether it's the hospital, you go and you can't get medication, whether you have a surgery and it's pressure. Come on, man, let's join. And to all of you that are listening, I ain't gonna lie, you know, Lennox Smith and Jeffers raise my spirit again. I know what I'm telling all you. Here why. It make me go as far now to be able to tell you the people that are locked on. And you all and all know very strong social activists out there that have a platform. Come on. Come on. Think about what I'm telling all you. And many of you knows of people that have a big following. When they go live, it's hundreds of people want to hear what they have to say. Ting, and they have a big following. That is how God is work. When one door, this is the bridge. Remember, a trench was dig. Where the smaller masses that don't have money, not being able to access internet and many other things. Soldiers was left behind. And in order for we to cross that trench, that deep trench, to get back in tune with these soldiers that was left behind, we need your help in building this bridge. And how we go do that? For you all to link us, send me numbers and platforms, just like Workers' Rights and many other people that you all know that are very strong and influential out there. I'm going to call them. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to tell them, let us all unite, use our strength. Let we the people, show the politicians, show everybody that look, we uniting for one cause, to have a voice, for everybody to have a voice. And everybody to be able to make an informed decision. So you all, if it is you all have anybody that you all know, influencers, that you all know deserve to be on this platform, and when only watching them live, they have real numbers, give me a call at 366-3053. And if it is activists that have that platform listening and only hearing for yourself, you all can give me a call at 366-3053, 366-3053. Please, let us unite.
What better way you would want to utilize your capacity to reach and to utilize what you may in downtime and not use your facilities so to do. Clearly in the process, you'll also be
gain exposure,
more exposed.
Yep.
And therefore when your turn or your designated or your schedule live, or should I say uploads, whatever it is,
we will be doing the same in return.
We expect that there will be greater viewership and a greater participation. Who knows, we could turn it into, of course, economic opportunity as well, a financial opportunity as well. as some of you may well know, provided by these platforms, whether it be YouTube or Facebook. So all the other platforms that we'll be entering into of necessity. So it's a symbiotic relationship. We will exist for our mutual benefits. But some of the downtime that you have, your program, like me, for example, the corridor is scheduled for 8 in the night. But certainly I have deployed during the day from 6 to 9 to, of course, associate with the Real Media platform and therefore the Ground Report, because both Real Media and Ground Report are synonymous, really. But of course, we believe that if there is a shortage, or if we can expand, or if we could carry the message further, as I believe you would want to do yourselves, then of course the opportunity is here. So give them that number again.
Let me give you all the numbers. Let me give you all the numbers to all activists, all social media bloggers that have a following. You all have a following. Many of you, when you go live, some of you will be showing real important issues, helping people. Please give me a call, because we will like you all to join the platform on a live on a morning, on the Ground Report, or on Real Media TT. We'll put that whole thing together. So the number to call, 366-3053, 366-3053. So again, the Workers' Right platform will be live on Real Media TT on a morning when the Ground Report is on. The Corridor Transformation will be live and are live. Both platforms are live right now, and we will be looking for many other powerful activists that have powerful platforms to go live with us on a morning. What we're doing is uniting the masses, the social media going and unite under one umbrella, which will only give us strength. Morning caller, where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the Ground Report?
Pleasant morning to the Ground Report. Good morning to Lennox Smith. Good morning to Andy the Pitbull and Michael Kerr. This is the clarion caller, Mr. Tabakit. Pitbull, you with me?
Loud and clear.
Yes.
I'm calling here to give support to this online platform. Mr. Tabaki, the old clarion caller, is giving his full support. Let me say this. I am now inviting the world to tune in to the greatest talk show program, the Ground Report, Lennox Smith program, Mikey K, the Observer, Andy Williams. Look, let me say this. I invite all on sundry. Let me repeat. I invite all on sundry. Come in. Let's unite. Let's come on one platform. So come 2025, we will have that voice. And again, Andy, Lennox, and Mikey, Mr. Tabakit, the clarion caller, is saying yes to this platform. Listen, guys, I am saying you all remain. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You see how God does work. You see how God now opening a way where either or the listenership going and grow massive. It now, because of a situation, it now brings all activists that have platforms together under one roof.
Let me say this to you, Andy.
That don't go live on a morning.
Let me say this to you.
Go ahead, my brother.
God work in mysterious ways. And I'll tell you something. There is a old saying, when they believe one door closed, there is many going to open. And what will happen here, the doors is pushed open. And Mr. Tabaki is saying, I endorse this platform because the Ground Report is the most powerful morning program in the world. And the only thing will happen here is from strength to strength. So I want to encourage all activists, look, do not use this program for bacchanal and confusion. Use it to promote And come 2025, as we lend our support to the political leader, the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bissessa, Andy Lennox and Mike, we would sing with one voice, one hymn, as we unite all activists, all platforms, all social media platforms, is to ensure the goal. We have one united front, and Mr. Tabakit is saying, come on, log on, sign the ground report, sign Lennox, sign Mikey. We ready, we are here, and I say morning to the political leader, the United National Congress, all activists, and those who in life. Share the life, share the life, share the life. Mr. Tabakit in the house. I thank you, brothers. God bless.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid.
We must make government work for the people rather than have the people work to keep a government in place.
You must develop a sense of self-reliance. You must develop a sense of confidence. And you must know and remember that parliamentarians are your servants and that you are the lords of the land. And so I ask you to put your hand on your heart, every one of you, and shout after me, I am the government.
I am the government.
Louder, I am the government.
You are the government.
I am the government.
We are the government. And we have to always remember that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Come, let's go to the lines. The lines are lit up. It's everybody. All of the news are spreading. Don't forget to share. Share the live. Share the live. And again, don't forget to, many of you will know many activists or social media platforms that are powerful, that don't be up and running in the morning. Please give me a call. Send me the number for those special individuals like myself that likes to fight for people, fight for righteousness, do the right thing, wouldn't take bribe, money, and all those kind of things, and really doing the work, because we all want to live better. We all deserve to live better. It's a fact. Where there is a will, there is a way. And with hard work, and each and every one of you out there, we will succeed. Let's go to the lines.
When you buy a vehicle, you're actually meant to be using it in your constituency, in your private affairs, etc. And those of us who are elected members of parliament are on the road constantly.
But did you need 2 more after the first one to be able to do your work? Because you bought 3 in 5 years, and it wasn't 3 Hondas, it was 3 Porsches.
And it's less than the cost of a Toyota. So what's the point? And it's less than the cost of a Toyota.
So what's the point?
Well, I know you understand what's going on, and as you self are going and call a little later, we had to talk. Let's do this. Everybody under one network. Yeah. It have to happen.
No problem.
Let's do it.
No problem. I roll upset this morning, and you see, I taking my time to talk this morning, right?
All right, you go ahead.
Because here where's going. Plenty of we saying we fighting for country, but we fighting for 500 and a 300 to change the tongue. Right? And I always tell you, when I call this radio station, we don't get no money from nobody. I be calling because I'm upset about the way the country going. Right? And this morning, I think was the last straw. If this country ain't come out after Wyban say any breaking news, I don't call radio program. I'm not calling back. I'm not calling back no program. And you know Alan Warner, right?
Yeah, Alan Warner.
Yes, right. We're very familiar.
Lennox, I want you to hear this. Because we need to do something today. You know Alan Warner was charged for illegal quarrying, right?
Yeah, we know that.
Yes. And his son.
Nice.
And his son. And his son. Yeah.
Breaking news this morning. Alan Warner is suing the state, 1, and 2, was given a temporary license to operate the quarry. Breaking news this morning.
How? If it is he had a license, you'd have been able to produce it, so the police and the wouldn't have been able to lock he and his son up. So how he just got a license?
You hear what I say? He was given a temporary license after he was charged. I'll send you the article now for you to read it out. And if we don't do something after this,
that is what I wanted to get clear. It appears to me, because I say, well, it's only me probably didn't understand what happened, because if May come before July, and if April come before July, and if December last year comes before July, the subsequent to the following year, which is this year, how can he now sue the state because somehow he had an operating license that was given, of course, subsequent to all of those police actions, and still blaming the police? He's claiming that element in the police service has targeted him and want him to crash. I find it very disconcerting. So you are quite right. Go ahead, my friend. I didn't want to interrupt. I wanted to bring that up this morning, but I didn't get the opportunity. But go ahead, my friend.
But let me ask something. Let me ask something, my friend. So is it that it's fresh, or is it that is a backdated temporary license where you could use now to say, well, he always had that, but he didn't?
No, it was given.
He got it in July.
After
this year, this month.
After he get charged, they give him
yes, they give him a temporary license from the Ministry of Energy and Energy Affairs. So now he's suing the state because the police is trying to cripple his business. That is his exact quote.
Yeah.
And if the country do not stand up for this one, Andy, don't expect me to call back. Don't expect me to, because people looking for hustle, you know. Because Andy, the only person who have me suffering in silence is the government, you know. Nobody else, you know. Nobody else have me suffering in silence but the government. So if we come out after this one, Andy, I said I'm on contracts, you know. I can hush my mouth, you know, Andy. I can hush my mouth, you know. So I'm saying this, and I'm going to call TC in every program this evening and say the same thing. If we stand up for this, don't expect me to call back. I go and sit down, wash my mouth, and eat my little small food. Because I stand up against a government where I eating from small thing. For people who are not seeing what's going on, and we still going to this, I'm going to blame Tom, Dick, and Harry. If we stand up for this one, Andy, I don't want to hear nothing after that. All right, I go on.
Yeah, that is propaganda blank. Because the police are not stupid. They would have done their investigations as incompetent in some instances as they may be from time to time.
Let me play some voice notes.
Situation. All you had to do was to produce your license, and all would have been honky-dory. But that didn't happen, and subsequently you got it and still had the audacity to say you're going and sue.
No, but what? Well, let me ask something. Knowing that knowing the crime was committed, the law was broken before he got the license. Is it now as he get a license that charge automatically disappears? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Well, so the suggestion is miraculously, mysteriously, it appears that would retroactively act in his favor, because that is the tone of the discussion. I thought it was only I was reading it that way, but thank that caller for, of course, engaging in the reality that article projected. But I have to read it again, because the timeline is such that everything suggests that it's subsequent, after the incident or the encounter with the police. that license was issued. Of course, that by itself is an issue as to how and why and because of his association with, of course, the present Prime Minister.
Close
yes,
friend.
and of course, yes, and the government, and a classic case of nepotism and cronyism simultaneously. Yes.
Let me play some voice notes there a little bit, oh boy.
Andy, good morning. This is Elizabeth. I just want to know where you guys at now, because I'm not hearing you on 104.7 anymore.
All right, I will send you the link one time, Elizabeth, because you ain't going to hear me, so as on that voice note, that is the link, right? So now let me go to our next voice note.
The madman here, right? Andy, my Santa Claus give me a good help. My Santa Claus give me a good help. I want to give me some nail, I get a hammer, I get a saw, a square, and a measuring tape. And the guy turned up get a little help again to start my house. And they need up all the board that open. Yesterday I still have some nailing up to do. And the whoever has me in this video program, have a blessed and pleasant day to you, Lennox and Mighty K, and you be. And it are plenty good people that country will help the man with his house. He hosted the TV to them, and I know I'll get help. My number is 723-1480. 723-1480. This government is the worst government that ever passed in this country. And the hardy people living in bondage. You understand? But Papa God go really sweet. Papa God really sweet. And he go free. Have a blessed and pleasant day, everybody. Who can help me?
Hi Andy, good morning. Okay, this is Amy from over. Right now I put on 104.7 radio, but I'm not hearing you on the radio, you know. Only song playing. Because I know I told you I was listening to you on the radio sometime, because right now I have to just wait for Valerie to put on you all on Facebook or YouTube. Right now I'm hearing you on YouTube or Facebook, I think I own. But besides that, I'm still watching Breaking Down at the same time too. So I was trying to take in both of you, but really and truly you're not on the radio, because right now I have on my radio on 104.7 on my phone, but I'm not picking you all up at all on radio. And now you say you're not on 104.7 again, you're on Real Media TT right now. Okay, listen to the guy who came on there with workers' right or something, right? Sometimes I listen to Lennox and Mikey K, sometimes on the corridor and the something corridor and something with Lennox, sometimes not.
Nice, and you will be able to get us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube by Friday, Corridor Transformation, Workers' Right platform, and then we'll be able to give you the many other platforms that you could go on and get the ground report on a morning. Okay? Let me go and check out these rest of voice notes. Oh boy, and you?
There are thousands of such persons who are yet to be fully informed. They simply cannot, they're pinching themselves probably on a daily basis. Can't believe that, of course, this could happen, but transformation, change is inevitable, and this is just one where they have to adapt. People are just connecting boxes, I'm talking about speaker boxes to their smartphones, and they are getting, of course, the ground report, their favorite program, as never before, or as if it was work as normal. Go ahead, Andy.
Nice, oh boy. And on Workers' Right platform, boy, people only thinking, so I had to be sending message the various platforms that they could get ground report in the morning. Nice. So let's see.
Thousands out there, no doubt, are yet to. It's only 3 days. Remember, I told you that this morning. So no one would expect. It has to be a miracle that everybody at the same time will simply adjust and turn on. But 2 weeks, 3 weeks into this new dispensation, one expects that a substantial amount of persons will be on, and it will appear to be business as usual, but with a different twist. That is to say, more and more will come on, and they can, of course, make their presence felt, both in terms of getting on and And there's another benefit to that too, Andy. We would be leading the charge for digital transformation in this country.
That is what's going on there. Hub.
People will have no choice but to, of
Yes,
course, engage the
Andy,
technology. Good morning.
Yes, good morning again to you. Smith, good morning to you, Smith. Andy, there's real elderly people who cannot operate the technology. And I do not know that if we could organize to the GAF team to go around, because that people, we could set it on the phone.
Yes.
That they could, if you understand what I'm saying, that because people like Bellman and them, because Bellman want to get into the program, but in Ottawa with technology. So we really find some way to get on to him and stop your phone. Easy for him to go on the phone and think, because many of the elderly people who not interact with the technology, they will get left behind and they want to listen to the program.
And here,
that's what we do.
And here we will do it, and it's a very good idea you come there with Kingsley. Very, very good idea, because all of viewership, listenership will know somebody who knows the ground report, and they might be on, and the kid might be do it for them. So that's why we say everybody had to work together. So let me say Hudi, like what's on right now, like Mr. Ramnarayan on there right now. When Mr. Ramnarayan on, if he know a senior citizen, they have a phone, he could just organize, check that person, go on the phone, let them get YouTube, or let them get Facebook, or let them go on the Workers' Right platform, so each had to help one another. Because whatever we, to get people to go all over the country to senior citizens, remember, it could be hard. It's people who will know who crying and they want to get onto the ground report, they go call somebody who put them on tape, and that person now to show them how to get it. And it's very easy. All I do is get a children or the grandchildren to get on the phone.
And everybody know the ground report online right now, because since from Sunday I be getting call, and everybody will come on board. As Longsmith said, the place it early still. People still waking up and realizing what, hey, this is where we is now, and people getting to adapt it very soon. And two, many say it go now, right? Remember internet.
Yeah, the next thing, I know you as a man know a lot of activist influencers out there that when they go live, it's hundreds of people lock onto them. Me and you have to talk. I would like to get in contact with these people, because we'll be paying for something that we can put up to all kind of 20, 25 streams on. So when I click, it's everybody live going at the same time under one thing. And their people will get the message.
That is a good idea. And again, I want to thank the people for the last 9 years who hold the flag, who think. And when people say that, where we got, it do not have enough people to go out on the road. It do not have enough people to go out on the road. And it under the street, it's under the street. Nobody hitting the street. We jamming still. We partying still. Everybody in the corner, and they secure the corner, and everybody feeling good in the corner. Everybody trying to make amends in the corner. Nobody don't want to come in front. Nobody want to come in front, because there was a MP went on national. You think any of the UNC MPs could be so brave? Fitzgerald Hines went on CNC3, and he encouraged his supporters to block Rice Road. He encouraged his supporters to block Rice Road. Could the parliament there?
And it should be more of them. He's sorry, it's not more of them.
It should be more people. Andy, I can tell you, Andy.
And he's Minister of National Security today. You see, that's pathetic.
Andy, I can tell you, Smith and Andy, when we were by the parliament, there was so much of people down there every Monday morning when we was leading the march. And I know we could do it again. I know the opposition could do it again, but the opposition must bring key activists involved, and they must listen. They have to listen. We are the fighters. We are the ground. We understand the ground. Leonard Smith understand the ground. Mikey K understand the ground. Carnage understand the ground. Anderson understand the ground. COP understand the ground. KFC understand the ground. PNM, I'm going to say, Badman understand the ground. So we understand the ground. Even Miss Santa Cruz understand the ground. They cannot win an election without key activists involved. We know all in the community, all who's UNC and all who's not UNC. We know them. We know them. So if we see that you're going down Basildon Street in a PNM house, and again in Basildon Street you're giving that PNM house hampers and a UNC house next to the house, and you bypass the house straight. That is something to get vexed about. Not because that house there, you want a house to say greatest Kamala, you're going to get a house hamper in Basildon Street, and the house next to who's singing this song for the last 9 years, who never changed the song. So we must be focused, and the focus have to be winning the election. It's not Jillian John can do it alone, Kamala can do it alone, and Roberts can do it. It need all hands on deck to win this election. The UNC need the ground report. The ground report need the UNC. Kingsley need the UNC. The UNC need Kingsley. The UNC need Anderson. Anderson need the UNC. COP need the UNC. And it's so how we have to think. We need each other. None of us is better than none of us. We have to unite. We must put. If we didn't have a talk correct before, they can't hold nobody. And Andy, I am telling you, there's people in the UNC. You see now, people talking, they're talking from outside, you know. I talking from inside, you know. I am in the belly of the beast, you know. None of them never sat down with the opposition leader. Personally, you know, who talking, they know. They may know what went on or the arrangement or whatever, you know. They may know. Them just talking, you know. Them just talking, you know. Them don't have an idea, you know. I sit down and I advise politicians what to do in this country, you know. I work 3 years with Jack Warner. 30 seconds close with Jack Warner. There's,
30 seconds again, remember it, people, real people calling.
Yes, I'm going now. That is record to show. I work 3 years close. Close with Jack Warner. I worked 3 years close. 7 years with Manny McDonald close. I said, me, so I come on the area to talk, don't talk. Me ain't talking because Kingsley want to talk, you know. Because all you. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's get on, Tate. A pleasant good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report? And to those of you that are locked on live, whether it is on the Corridor Transformation platform or Workers' Right platform or on Real Media TT platform, you're going to get it. The numbers are called 225-6644, 225-6644 or 239-5120, 239-5120, or send us a WhatsApp voice note or make a WhatsApp call if you do $20 on 366-3053, 366-3053. Jenny, again, thanks. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, gentlemen. Calling from the Barrackpore.
Go ahead, the Barrackpore.
Gentlemen, there's a saying, the truth, a lie would travel around the world before the truth even put on its shoes. And I'm saying this in relation to people calling and saying that how they hear the program off the radio and where to get it and all this kind of thing. Now, the other day it had some videos going around with the Froggy and the nurse woman with a kill up in Princestown and all this kind of thing. And within half an hour, everybody who had a phone in this country had the videos on their phone, watching it and complaining and talking and making statements and all kind of thing. Now that the ground report off the radio, people can't find it. You know, they don't know where to get it. Where they're calling in and asking all kind of questions. But if it was some stupidness, everybody would have done have it. And this is something that has always been said in this country. We just always want somebody to do something for we. Somebody coming and robbing your house, killing you and all this kind of thing. We want other people to go and march and protest and all kind of thing. We are coming out. When it come knocking on the door, we're looking for the same set of people who went out there and protest and march and all kind of thing to help we. And that is the culture we have to come out of. Don't sit down and wait for somebody to do anything for you in this country. Get up and do it your own self. That's the only way you could move ahead. That's why you see the 1% disassociate themselves from the Trinidad and Tobago citizenry, because them know that how them will get up and get things done, and they will be wealthy, and all this sit down and only quarrel among one another, who is PNM, who is Indian, who is African, and all this kind of dotishness, while them piling up the US money and shipping it out of the country. And all you can say, well, you want, nobody can do them nothing, because they have established themselves where they need to be. And that's a fact. Who wants to query that could go and query that. These people don't care about nothing about this country or the people. All them cares about is that you see that oil money which is coming in US currency into the treasury, when them sell the pizza king and the donut boys and the rituals and all them kind of thing, all the businesses where they have, send that money to central bank, input a draft and give them it in US and all that money gone. And Joel Rambaran said that and he get fired for it. Well, I'm all blind and stupid. So talk about who in the bowels are UNC, bowels are this and thing, and all sit down and don't do things for yourself. And when you see all that face our next 5 years again of dealing with Rowley and his government, then all and let me tell you, if all of feel Rowley bad, if all of feel Rowley is a dictator, if all of feel Rowley is a beast, trust me, you see the person who will be replacing Rowley will be 20 times worse than that. Rowley might still come out and quarrel and behave like a mother dog with and all this kind of thing and grumble and all kind of thing. But you see the one that will be coming after he, the one who does say things and giggle and laugh, that's the all of really fear in this country. That is when all they wouldn't be able to eat, drink coffee and put milk in it. That is the situation we're going to face. From now until election, nobody is supposed to be on no media platform talking anything negative about UNC, who is fighting and who are like this one and who are like that. Push the positive vibes. Create a universe of positivity towards something that we want happen. We want change. We want UNC to come back in government. Make the universe be attracted to that. If you want to get horn and you're only talking about horn and who this and who that and all kind of thing, you go get your horn. You go get bricks that you get because that's the environment you create. That's the universe you create to draw it to you. Same thing with a bandit. When a bandit go and only committing crime and thing, and eventually just get killed, and eventually could get locked up because that's the universe that he create. So from now on, when people come to talk, let me talk, yes, we need change. Yes, we have to put this lady back in government. Yes, they are the best option. I don't want to hear what else and, well, is six are the same and all kind of stupidness like that. The problem in the country is Keith Rowley. The solution is to remove him. The person we have to replace him with is the UNC Kamla Prasad Bisesa as the Prime Minister. Talk done. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Take care.
Thank you, Barapo. Oh boy, next caller, morning caller. Where calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Andy for Grandy. Grandy for Andy. Sorry to come back in and my manners to tell Trinidad and Tobago and all the listeners good morning, because earlier on I didn't say good morning. I humbly apologize. So good morning to each and everyone who is locked on, and let me pass the word on to each our customers, as we will say, and our patriots. Uncle Andy, now we could get the Senator Anil Roberts to come in on the evening time and take a slot on this program. So we have in the morning, and then we have after Anil, we have the corridor transformation, and we will get others to come now and fill in after you finish this morning. So this is what I was talking about the other day. So now the good work you are doing in Valencia. Uncle Lennox, this question is for you. The property tax, have people still getting their voucher to go and pay? I would like you to share some light for some of the listeners who are locked on the social media for them to know. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh boy. Oh boy. Next caller, morning caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution?
Good morning, Andy. Lennox and Mikey K. I'm calling concerning MTS. Our retirees don't have our money as yet. I sent a text for you when you was on radio. And we are very, very, very disturbed about this. Very disturbed. Because we have bills to pay. $3,000 cannot pay our bills. And since last year, we cannot get our money as yet. And all they tell you, everything processes within the government to pay the money.
And that's MTS. And always owed, how long now they owing you all and then giving you all the money?
It have people from since 2022.
And what were the voices of those people other than you? Because I know you are always calling me, letting me know, sending message, hey, use one of the people let's talk out, hence reason you're on here now. What about those others who are being affected just like you?
Everybody they're going by the ombudsman, and when they think that it's staying a little long time to rectify it.
Oh, so they're using an avenue as the ombudsman. But why they don't organize and only unite and come out and stand up for it?
Well, like some people, PNM savvy, so they're not inclined, but I am not.
You are your money.
I need my cash.
Nice.
For Island Finance, I'm owing them, and they on my back. And I told them that, but my husband died.
Wow.
Who could have given me assistance?
Well, all right. Thank you so much, and I hope the right set of voice ears hearing, and I hope the others get that belly and forget about, because the any day the PNM or the MPs or the politicians, they're getting their salary. They're living their life. All they need is your own. So there's hard to forget about political parties. When
my the prime minister said he don't want his money sleep on my own out too long.
Where's that? Let me hear that.
I said the prime minister said he don't want his money sleep out. My own out too long.
Okay, man.
Yeah, well, you know, this government is saturated and pregnant with hypocrisy. So he wants to keep other people's money out as long as he wants, but he wants his. You're quite right, and therefore that is a very poignant reference that you have made there, because he was.
But thanks, caller. By the time, thanks, caller. Go ahead, Lennox.
He was referencing to the demand at that time by the public servants. So she's also a public servant, wanting their monies, and how they are around his office, calling for it as if he have it in his pocket. And then of course, on the other hand, they made reference to that same position that he took, because when he was put out of Parliament after, of course, giving those fake information about the situation with those fake emails, and he was put out of Parliament. He said for that period that he was put out, he needs his money because he don't like it to sleep out. That is the hypocrisy in one man that we have, and it's so obvious and commonplace at this point in time that he should call election today. But go ahead, caller.
Pleasant good morning. Ann Brown here. Good morning, Andy.
Ann Brown, a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Lennox. I would
good morning to you as well.
Pleasant good morning to my leader, Mrs. Kamala Prasad-Visesa, and my hard-working Senator Jillian John, and all who is listening on the World Wide Web this morning. My contribution this morning is to let everyone know today, Wednesday, 17 July 2024, the UNC pre-budget consultation kicks off. Address is Upper Malabar Community Center. Time is 7 p.m. And I would like everybody to come out and support us tonight, please. Have a pleasant day, gentlemen. Thank you.
All right, Ann Brown, thanks for the information. And if anybody within the area or close and could go up there and support that pre-budget presentation, let them know again where and what time it's starting.
Today, Wednesday, 17 July, Upper Malabar Community Center. Starts at 7 p.m. and we're looking forward to your support.
Nice. Oh boy.
Have a good day.
If you don't have a call yet, Andy, I just
we
want
have,
to
we have
one. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Andy, good morning again to you and everybody. What we have to realize is that the
number of callers, the number of listeners, which was quite a good bit, that was on the radio station, they don't have internet access. They don't. They're not on Facebook. And that is what we have to, look right now, quite a few bit of my friends, right, they're in a quandary. I say, well, all I would suggest you all do, just get internet access. Get internet access. If nobody asking only to get involved in no confusion and bacchanal. You know, that's the first thing they just want to say, the internet is bacchanal, right?
Thank you very much, Miss Santa Cruz, for that one. Oh boy, and again, Trinidad and Tobago, where there is a will, there is a way. For now, we're going to build the social media, but it's not to say that Lennox Smith or Andy Williams or anybody from the team in looking for avenues in order to get the other masses back on track. We will. Where there's a way, there's a will. But for now, the only avenue we have at this point in time is social media. And no, we ain't forget the poor people that don't have internet or don't have a smartphone or don't have a smart TV or would not be able to reach us. Where there is a will, there is a way. And God, remember I told you, eventually it will have a platform that these people will be able to get back in their comfort zone and listen to us. Remember that. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Andy, Lennox and Mikey. Listen, when are we having a Saturday program, boy?
We will put that in place. Let me just join all the platforms first.
Yeah, we have to put a Saturday program in place. You can watch our fire burning for them, boy. It's them the whole country in a mess. And all we could only hear is about Kamala. But we only and only one.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, next caller. It's real busy. Oh boy. Nice. Go ahead, callers. Call. Nice. All right, let me give all the numbers. We're all ringing, but too much all ringing same time. Let me get the numbers. 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call or send a WhatsApp voice note, which I'm playing at 366-3053, 366-3053. If you're on the Corridor Transformation platform, the numbers you're seeing on the screen, call that, the 225. If you're on the Workers' Rights platform, you want to give a contribution, the numbers you're seeing on the screen, call that. Morning, caller.
And the other of the year.
Madman, go ahead. You can get us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube.
I'm not getting on we're not getting on the radio again?
No, you'll be getting us on social media. Real Media TT Facebook, Real Media TT YouTube. Or the Workers' Right platform or the Corridor Transformation platform.
On today? Every day.
Every day, same time, same place.
That I will stress out. Okay. All right.
All right, thank you so much. Oh boy.
Andy, if we don't have a call, I just wanted to make a point.
Just now. Let me just run down this. Quick.
Go ahead. Yes.
Andy, morning. This is Valencia here. I have my radio, radio. I have my phone hooked up to my speaker box, and I get in ground report live and direct, and I get in all the news and everything, everybody who calling in and everything, loud and clear. Nice, man. This will be bigger and better. Right? So I have it on.
Nice.
Round of applause. That's motivation.
Very good.
And people must be listening. Yes, indeed.
Good morning, gentlemen.
And follow
Good morning, fine and refined listeners of this program. This program is indeed a great program. And it has to be great. Because if a man could stand in the rain listening to this program, then this program got to be great. Anyway, what I'm calling to tell you is that I have retired from the department, from the drainage division in 2022. This is 2024. And not me alone, but there are thousands of people that is waiting on their money. Their arrears, How we are old people, we are across 60. We need our money. How can we continue to live with national insurance and pension, which I haven't gotten as yet? But it is ridiculous with the cost of living so high, and to maintain an old car, it is difficult to move along, really and truly difficult. What does government need people to do, really? Tell me, are they asking people to riot? Are they asking people to destroy things in this place for the government to be heard, for the people's voices to be heard? It is wrong. People need their money. I don't want no 4%. I want the blasted money. It is over 9 years now. Come on, man. Rowley, get serious, boy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Almost 6 months of clamoring for compensation, Tobago fishermen feel they're still nowhere closer to getting relief. A meeting was held on Monday evening by the Tobago Oil Spill Relief Committee to address the concerns of compensation for fishermen affected by the February 7th oil spill. But not even halfway through the discussion, the fishermen walked off in anger and frustration.
If you said 10 kingfish a day and you've been doing that for years, you're not even getting 10, well then you put in a claim for the loss of the 10. But it's when somebody comes and says, oh, I'm making 100 in a day, and they don't even have that available in the water, then those kind of claims get rejected fairly quickly. So legitimate losses are going to get through the system, even regardless of not having an exact receipt.
Meanwhile, as dengue surges in Penal's low-lying communities, residents are calling on the authorities to enforce stricter penalties to curb indiscriminate dumping. Despite high littering fines, residents complain that dumping in these areas continue unabated. They're now worried as dozens of people from the Rochard Road and Sibalak Trace areas have become infected.
I'm still not so well yet. Still trying to recover. Still have a week. That's about it. And they do no spraying. You see, prior to that, the neighbor got it before me. When I see they come and spray from out here, so 500 feet now, both sides. I say, by something strange, something has to be wrong. And 2 days after, I come and get it.
Meanwhile, the Chaguanas Borough Corporation has begun a 7-day mosquito eradication program in a bid to reduce the mosquito infestation in central Trinidad. Mayor Faik Mohammed says in 2017, Felicity, Charlieville and Pierre Road suffered from a severe mosquito infestation. Now, he says the situation is worse with a rise in dengue cases. Mohammed says the corporation is also looking at cleaning up abandoned lots with the assistance of public health evaluators.
Can't depend on the government no more, right? Crime is out of control, dengue is out of control. I don't know which one is out trumping which one at this point in time. And just like how we set up crime watch groups within our electoral districts, within our community, we are going to do this initiative to take back control as well.
Those are your 7 a.m. news headlines. Be sure to join us for a look at
Oh boy, just mainstream headliners that we just bring to you there. Oh boy. So Lennox Smith, you go ahead.
Yes, indeed. I was making a point that we must not understate or water down suggestion that was started by Kingsley. Of course, something that I myself was contemplating, and that is to, of course, go out there, have a team of persons going out there. In fact, since yesterday, I were to go to Santa Cruz. Yes, ardent listener who, of course, is not internet or technologically savvy, and asked me to come to adjust her smartphone so that she could get the program. So that is something that we must look at. But I want to say too, because you know, we are vision oriented and we are progressive in terms of our attitude and disposition and love for Trinidad, because of love for Trinidad and Tobago. And this is also an opportunity, quite apart from getting people much more digitized, so to say, or digital aware, as the government professor to be. But we would eventually, I'm sure, be in the forefront. But more significantly, we must have as part of our mission to get the government to, of course, provide internet service across the country. It will benefit the schools and it will benefit every single citizen in this country as they have professed to be. But of course, as per usual, we'll give lip service to these developments. But as we venture into this new dispensation, not to leave out those who are not familiar with the technology or who may be intimidated indeed or have some kind of phobia. We certainly, but a major assistance clearly would be to all and sundry and assist in the digitization in real terms. But of course, a new government under Kamala Persad-Bissessar, I know, will expeditiously look at that. So, but the important thing is that we must have a lobby component within the ground report, and of course the network that we have anticipated would be the kind of success that we anticipate, that we lobby for government to make certain that connectivity is universal across Trinidad and Tobago. All the open spaces, all of the public spaces, schools, recreational grounds, churches, etc., public and of course community spaces must be provided with connectivity. In other words, internet, so that people can benefit from the digitization professed by this government. But we have a duty and responsibility having regard to the new dispensation, whether advertently or inadvertently, whether by serendipity or by divine intervention. The fact of the matter is that we are here at the Gong Report, and therefore we have a duty and responsibility to tell the government that the Gong Report is here, and we insist on a national program for the connectivity agenda consistent with their professed, of course, digitization agenda. Yes, Andy.
Nice. So the lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. The number to call 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call or send a WhatsApp voice note at 366-3053, 366-3053. The lines are open. Go ahead, Lennox. I'm just doing some blasting here. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed. Well, of course, somebody took the wind out of my sail with respect to the Warner matter. I wanted to anxiously, of course, address that because the timeline seemed to be skewed and confusing, almost in a state of is another word for confusion, but you know I love to use synonyms and alternatives. So the word I would find would adjust my situation appropriately is that of discombobulation. Yes, indeed, because of course I just don't understand why it is a man who has been investigated by the police, charged by the police, could have simply handed his license to the authorities, and that should have
hold 1 minute, Lennox Smith. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah,
good morning.
Andy, morning. Felix here, boy. I get a thing and I turn on to people to Facebook and they get it.
Nice, and that's what we have to do. Each one have to show one, help people to get on to the various platforms.
Yeah.
All right, Felix, thanks so much, man. And let us keep it up. Let everybody know where we are. All right, man. Oh, boy. Yes, Lennox, you got by the time.
Yes, and as a follow-up, let me just deviate a bit because this is so important and exciting. It's futuristic that those who do not have access at this point in time, I am sure that with proper motivation, etc., and with us lobbying for, of course, making connectivity universal, wherever you go, you can of course turn on your cell phone or your device and get information. Once we can do that, certainly I think they too will have to follow suit. After all, necessity is the mother of invention. If the ground report is sufficiently important, one would have expected that adaptability and adjustments will be made. Getting back to the Warner matter, well, of course, I'm saying that I was confused with the timeline. If it is that you got provisional license, temporary, just after you got the charge, etc., then I don't understand how the matter of suing the state comes in and accusing the police of attempting to
I believe it's unless the license
negatively his business.
I
Yes,
believe
go ahead.
it's unless the license is backdated, meaning you could always say you had it in, but it was there. You know, you didn't have it in hand, and it just get backdated before he get charged.
The article said that they got it sometime this month, post of course all of those events, whether his son or he himself. Just recently, it might be a matter of days. Frankly, could be more than a week or so. That's my understanding.
That's different ball game.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
That's different ball game. So now you're confused. If it's so, you already got caught earlier illegally mining, and now you turn around to sue the state. Yeah. I understand. Morning, Paula.
The license is not retroactive or will prevent you retroactively from getting prosecuted. Good morning. Sorry about that.
Morning. Andy, madman call out the number fast, but I couldn't recollect it. But if you have a license to operate quarry or whatever, why you have to get a temporary? Could anybody answer that question? Because if you're operating all the time, with a license, you don't want a temporary.
Oh, I see.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, temporary would mean that they have to consider it, and that gives them an opportunity to resume operations. I think that was that. But post all of those activities, inclusive of the police investigation and the subsequent charges that were laid.
But he's supposed to have a license. Did he produce? Did the police look for the?
Yeah, the permanent secretary. In fact, the permanent secretary made the authorization by adding his or her signature to the matter. And of course, is the Ministry of Energy that is responsible for that. Stuart Young is the minister. So one understand the nexus. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand what transpired there.
Anybody aligned itself with this PNM, they could do anything and get through with it. Because same thing with Foster Cummings, he and all suing the government. He did wrong, but he's suing the government for he doing his wrong. And there's a lot of other people that get things on the hand and nobody questioning it. Nobody. So this is PNM country, and once PNM do it, it is okay. So nobody can challenge them on that, because the Prime Minister is a on-the-hand Prime Minister. So if all you could call back madman number for me, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, but I think that whole exercise is blank, quite considerably blank propaganda. I don't think that he expects to really have that go anywhere, except for where it has to go, that is to say, to of course the matter is sub judice, so let me not make any conclusions anyway, except of course to say and to regurgitate what is in the public domain. But of course my common sense will tell me that it is no way that is propaganda to give the impression that you are innocent, when in fact all the issues relating to the matter that caused the police to act in the way that they did would have been previous to the acquisition or the issuance of the temporary license. Maybe the application might have been in, but they didn't get it at the time when the police made their investigations, and so probably they were waiting on some kind of a formal authority to do the activities that they were engaged in. So the police would have been correct. Whether that is mitigating in a court of law is another story, when it would have been brought before the courts and the judge and or magistrate, depending on the circumstance.
I like how you do the flyer here. You just have to change a number that is wrong there, but I love it. I love how you do it. Very good, very good. One of the numbers that you have to put in one of the you had to put in the 3 numbers, which is the WhatsApp number too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have the WhatsApp one. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
which is my number 3663053, and you had to change the 2290251. Remember, if you do that number again, the new number is 2256644.
I mean, we'll get it for tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. I'll give all 3. Yes.
But it's looking real nice. It's looking real nice.
Oh yes, indeed. Everybody calling in on this side and saying, well, magnificent. We have people who are capable, multitasking.
And as you mentioned that, and as I've seen it, and don't forget later on this afternoon, or will look out for Mikey K on the Observers on Guile the channel. I think that's from 7 o'clock. And Lennox Smith with Corridor Transformation be up tonight from 8.
Yes, I am up tonight. I am determined to be up. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how much embarrassment I am subjected to. I am determined to have a program. And Mr. Rima called this morning and she was expressing some sentiment. She said, boy, I was loaded. I had some scores to bust. I had some things to say. And I was ready last night. But of course, as fate will have it, we weren't able to have the program as we started, but we couldn't finish. But certainly, I am determined. We have technical people. We are going to upload. We're going to download. We are going to adjust. We are going to adapt, and eventually, we will get there. This is how we are going through this teething stage of this new dispensation of the ground report. And of course, as we said, the longest journey begins with a single step, and you move from strength to strength, just as a human being. You become a child. You're born a child. Then of course you become a toddler, and then of course you become a teenager, and then of course adolescent, and then adult, and you are mature. Not to perfection, but you strive for such. So that is what this is all about. So we have been there, in other words, and this is another task, another journey, another dispensation. And as I said, with other implications such as forcing the government to digitize the entire country and put our money where it is natural to be, because let's face it, this is a different world. It's a world where communication technology is such that we have no choice as a nation, as individuals, to adapt and adjust. And as I said, there are those who, some may call them dinosaurs, some may call them obsolete, some may call them Neanderthals, and so on. No. Human beings, and they will respond at their own pace. And there are some who may not be able to respond at all, and therefore we have to cater for all of them, simply because we are a democracy, and every single citizen is important, as we have recognized on the ground report over the years. That is why we are so well supported, and that is why we have so much visionary, not just persons, but of course, missions and initiatives that not even the government is able to respond to where we lead, because where we lead, angels fear, and they too seem to be always in a shortfall, or have a shortage of responding appropriately, because we have been always ahead of them. This wasn't supposed to be, not so, Andy? You agree?
Yeah.
They didn't believe we could respond in just in a couple hours time after we got the unfortunate news. And just in a matter of hours, we were able to, of course, host a program on Sunday, another on Monday. Today, of course, is now what, the 3rd day of this new dispensation, and already we are making waves as if it was as if that should I say intervention did not occur. That disruptive intervention did not occur. So we know, and as I said, yes, I too, everybody loves the
morning caller. Just now, hold a minute.
The poster that is up. Yes.
Morning
Go ahead,
caller,
my friend.
Go ahead, caller.
Have a nice day, all you. Good morning.
Yes, people are happy, Andy. It's nice to know that people are.
Oh boy. Boy. Go by the time.
Yeah, something there? no problem.
I just
didn't get a
blasting. I
chance
still
to.
bless blasting.
Yeah,
Remember?
blasting. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, because you know it's not that we have to. It's not that we.
Yeah, this is a job. This is a job in
Let me
motion.
play some voice. No, let me. I see two voice.
Yeah.
Good morning, ground report team, and all who on it line. I watching a program last night, and this clunging, but all he concerned is property tax. We want the property tax. This man gone mad.
That's all he concerned about. Property tax. They want the property tax. Oh boy. Any more voice notes? Let me see.
Andy, let us Mikey, you be Andy. The guy who shot Donald Trump is a Republican. That's why you're not hearing too much about it, because he's a Republican. They all keep him locked up. The Republican guy. By the way, nobody said Donald Trump in years. He's a piece of broken glasses from the since just 5 years that he gets up. But he's a Republican. So I don't know what he's talking about. And that's the role he is doing. He sets up his own people to do things and then blaming on the other people. It's the same thing with Donald Trump as well. Set up his people to do things and then blame it on them. Talk to you later. Every time I listen to that idiot, the Kingsley or that fool, he turned me off for listening to your radio station. The guy needs to get a life.
Yeah, Andy morning. This is Royal Prasad. Let everyone know on YouTube, we're back on YouTube Live. I'm getting it on my phone. So all YouTubers, let them know that they could revert back to YouTube now. Okay? Thank you.
Nice. Oh boy, let me get what we want to do? Tobago until tomorrow morning, please God. Same time.
Already? I didn't realize it. Oh, okay, my friend. I didn't realize it.
It's for motherfucker 7 minutes past the hour of 9.
I realized that. I just took a look at the clock. I say it's minutes after 8.
Also, if you was in the next place, we'd have done been off already. Because Mr. X would have been in the building.
We would have been beaconed, and we would have been commanded, and we would have been instructed, and of course the plug would have been pulled. But now, of course, we have the flexibility and the versatility. Go ahead, my friend. See you tonight, people, on the corridor transformation. And of course, I understand Mikey is on tonight as well from 7 o'clock. And of course, let's see if we're going to have a better program on the corridor transformation tonight. And we'll continue, of course, to do what we have to do tomorrow morning and bring some more information to you. Remember, of course, keep in mind that the country you save will be your own, and that all of us have a duty and responsibility to put our shoulders to the wheel for a better Trinidad and Tobago. After all, we must live better. We need to be better, and we know what are the elements that could make that happen. Kamala Prasad Biswas and the UNC clearly have demonstrated in the past, and we expect the same, having regard to their own position that they want to continue to assist Trinidad and Tobago and its development. Andy.
Nice. So Tobago, and those of you that look on to us on Real Media TT Facebook, Real Media TT YouTube will be back up on by Friday on the Workers' Rights platform and on the Corridor Transformation, and we will have a lot of other platforms that will be joining us very soon. Until tomorrow morning, please God, 6 a.m. in the morning. We look forward to seeing you all. Roma, Miss Ghani, good morning. Regent Jamaraj, Jerome Moses, Batson, all of you, Sharon, Michael, Nicky Nick, Primraj, all of you that grant us the opportunity and stay in full with us. Neil, good morning, all of you that are locked on. Rupnarain. Oh boy, Richardson. All of you. Rosalind. Antoinette. That's Drake's. Gloria. All of you that are locked on this morning. The hundreds of you that are locked on with us this morning. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, we look for Pamela. We look forward to each and every one of you. John. Alicia. Oh boy, Dexter. Hi, Dexter Sonja. Bix. Louis. Yes. All of you that are on. Just giving you all a hail, so don't forget, I'm thanking you. Hashid. Oh boy. On your Papa Peters, on your Papa pronouncing Davy. On your Papa pronouncing some of those names right. And Brown, all of you that are locked on. Ah boy. Let me see who else. There's so much. Nobel, Ethan Nobel Brown. Gita Brown. And all of you out there, done soon. Good morning. Tommy. All of you. Look at how much of you. Hundreds. Wow. So don't forget, many of us don't know where we are. And we look forward tomorrow, please God, sing. We look forward tomorrow, please God, and you all continue to spread the word. And let us get our people who don't know, show them how to do it. Rosa, Ali, Jenny, oh boy, Kalinda, good morning. All right. So don't forget to get on to your people too and show them how they can get us. Right? Show them how they can get us. Frank James, Brandon, good morning. I wonder if that's husband lock on. He has ways to get through, you know. Batiste, good morning. Shamila, that's all of you. Good morning. So I will take us out with some nice gospel to end off the program until tomorrow morning, please God. Okay? Hey, Nasser Hussein, don't worry, my brother. I'm a counselor, you know, Nasser Hussein, man. And don't worry, Trinidad and Tobago. We have many other platforms will be joining us besides workers' rights. Many social. We're going to be the hub, the main hub to all social media live bloggers that have influence. Nasa, I call you to check here, my brother.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
How sweet the time that saved the
Testing one. Now that program there was from Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, and Michael Kerr. Now, the people at Trinidad and Tobago, we all know what would have taken place with them concerning the 104.7 initiative. We urge you to keep on following these brothers and them on social media, and we will continue to aid and assist in getting the message across to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. But at the same time, before we leave, this is their program here this morning. Now, we would have uncovered a dengue outbreak in Point 14, and we would have seen what is responsible for this dengue outbreak in Point 14, and we would have reached to the relevant authorities. Now, we are going to air this story tomorrow. We have a program that is advertising right behind us right now. Every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. But for the sake of the general public, for what we want Oye to see, what Oye need to see what is taking place down here. Now, plenty of us, plenty of you all just feel this thing is a conspiracy thing. And we are here to tell you that is not the case. So without further ado, let me go into something that in which we are going to air tomorrow. We are going to air the story in full tomorrow. Full.
Local government election. We tried to cover that story at that point in time. That was during the dry season. So you would see that there are drains like this one which I'm standing next to right here. So even in the dry season, these drains has a constant flow of water. And when we were doing our walkabout, what the residents in Egypt village told us, they would have also said that they would have spoken to their councillor and he would have tried to get the issue resolved, as there's also a WASA substation at the top of that incline there. So the point that the residents are making is that that bank you seen there behind James Park, that is the dam. The bank is probably some 15 feet high, and the water table from the tip of the dam to the water is probably about 2 feet. So right now where we're standing, given the height of that dam, what the residents are saying is that this area here is actually right. We would have tried to highlight this problem last year for the local government election when we were in the area and people would have complained. We would have tried to get the issue addressed. This weekend in particular, right, including my wife, they would have come to me while I'm trying to have my quiet time, and they would have again told me that look, Point 14 on the map for having the highest amount of dengue cases in Trinidad and Tobago, and what I'm going to do about it. So this morning I took time off of my schedule and I'm here in the bushes. We would have started down there showing you the height of the bank, and the residents down there complaining that they believe that the problem is that the dam is leaking. That's why they have water ending up in their backyards and coming up under their foundation, right? And whilst doing the video, a resident and neighbor would have come to us and told us he knows the problem and why the problem exists. And he would have brought us in the bush here to show us, right? To show us. Look, don't come here if you don't have a toll booth, if you ain't cut under the bush, right? So the resident would have come to show us the overflow for the dam, right? Which is a concrete structure that was built for the oil refinery in Point 14. That's when we used to buy. You have a whole bank. You have to start is using every day. That being as you know how best we could help in getting these problems fixed. So the reason that we're seeing is the dam is there's a mechanism for the dam not to burst its bank. This is called an overflow. So the excess water flows out from this area into the drain and would end up lower down where we were talking about it. But if you realize what's going on here, see what's going on? So that water there, as you could see, not ending up in the drain, ending up in the topography. All this, if you're watching here, see what we're talking about? This water here now. This is the water we're talking about that ended up under people's houses. Because with this water here now ending up in the groundwater. You see what If you watch a little lower down there, you'll see where the drain break down there. So that water there, along with these cracks here, this is the water that's not ending up in the drain. This water here has ended up in these cracks. That is ending up in the grassland around. And that is why, because the place is always wet. You understand? So anytime you have a heavy rain, the water, nothing is because if this thing was working as it's supposed to, I should be standing in water here as it is. But as it is, a significant amount of the water is ending up in the ground and in the surrounding areas, and the mosquitoes, well, you know, you can't blame them for that, they come to live. But the only problem we have is that the residents getting dengue. As I say again, we will be reaching out to the councillor from the area, the MP from the area, and the mayor, because we do understand this problem has been taking place. As you can see, for a number of years, residents have said that they have come and taken pictures with authorities, so we will try to find out from them how far they have reached in getting this issue solved. This would be a series of interviews, as I said, to try and get this problem fixed once and for all, because right now, as I said, Point 14 is being reported as having the largest amount of dengue cases in the area. So people have heard that news and are calling, as well as the residents in the afternoon. This gentleman can testify to that 5:30, 6 o'clock. Trust me, if you'd rather be outside, you ain't coming outside. That's how terrible it is. Them mosquitoes in them have a curfew around here. Around in Egypt village, Point 14, it have we were getting into the. That's what the residents talking about. That volume of water there is constant year round. And we would have shown you from the earth. You see, the water is coming up. You realize that? The water is coming up. And that is, right, the water is coming up. And that's what the residents are complaining about. Right? Of course, we would have shown you where the water is coming from, because if the water is at the top of the hill and it's not getting to get into the drain, of course, it's going to end up in the lower areas. So that's why we brought you to these lower areas to show you that year round there's a constant flow of water through people's property. See, this is what we're talking about there. The drains are complaining that right through the year, the water runs there. These drains are always filled with water. And we would have shown you why, because the surrounding areas, right, the surrounding areas around the dam, those houses that are around the dam, the water from those houses, from those drains around those houses, all end up in the dam because the dam is lower. So morning again. I know this is not, what I follow this name, who like to go in the bush. Although I live in the bush, so, you know, as they say, perseverance is the key to success. So this morning we were able to.
Now the people at Trinidad and Tobago. As I say, we are going to air this story in full tomorrow from 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. Now we are going into this story. This is something that officials would have known about. This is something here in which we would have uncovered is one of the biggest scandals in the history of Point 14. And there are people that know about it. And we are going to expose this story. We don't get so already from the MP that nothing could be done. Because that's same issues like this. Of same issues like this, the member of parliament would have sued us for speaking out against injustice that is plaguing within his community. We are going to air this story tomorrow. Join us live from 7:30. Again, my name is Renison Jeffrey. This is the Workers' Rights Platform. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, people. Thank you.
my schedule and I'm here in the bushes. We would have started down there showing you the height of the bank and the residents down there complaining that they believe that the problem is that the dam is leaking. That's why they have water ending up in their backyards and coming up under their foundation, right? And whilst doing the video, a resident and neighbor would have come to us and told us he knows the problem and why the problem exists. And he would have brought us in the bush here to show us, right? To show us. Don't come here if you don't have a tour. Don't take any customer with the bush, right? So the resident would have come to show us the overflow for the dam, right? Which is a concrete structure that was built for the oil refinery in Point Fortin. That's when we used to buy oil from Venezuela and bring it to Point Fortin to refine. They would have built this dam as a water source. Now, ever since there we go.
Hi, good day everyone. I'm Candace Edwards and I'm here with Khan, Mr. Khan.
Yes, Khan.
We are the Advocate for Justice. And look on our YouTube channel on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Well, Saturday is the Bacchanal time where you can call in.
Bacchanal Saturday.
Bacchanal Saturday we call in that. Where you can call in and bad okay man, bad okay woman. Let's sit and have a chat. Right? Mr. Khan?
7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Make sure and call. Bacchanal Saturday. But we'll be on a Tuesday and Thursdays as well for all those hardcore issues that are affecting you. Water, mosquitoes, parliamentarians will be there. Calling and talk, we'll be coming to you to do interviews, showing the videos, and then we'll be airing them.
Yes, for everyone to see, so you too can have a voice. Whatever situation you would have been facing in the past and even in the present time now, you can come out, you feel free to call. We are your voice. Let us stand in the gap for you and bring this situation out into the light.
This video was born because a lot of people commenting. So we're trying to give the people
a voice.
So make sure and tune in. Tuesdays, Thursdays and
Saturday, Bacchanal Saturday.
Well, I get